Welcome back to MLB9 Innings. We're here to do some team evaluations today, followed also with some material packs, that sort of stuff. I originally had that segment being in the front, but I'm going to split it up since the player evaluations take long enough, and I think it's better just to segregate the two segments. And then I can add some packs as well. All right, so let's get to it. This is not my original idea. I think Barbarius Baseball originally was doing it, but he's really stopped playing. So I'm going to steal his idea and just offer to do team evaluation. So the first person to ask was Steel Bats. So let's take a look at his team. Lots of SIGs, primes. Looks like a good team to begin with. We'll start with batters. We got an Altuve prime. Excellent training. Great set of skills. Good to go there. Brantley. Perfect training. Good set of skills as well. Bregman 19. Oh, I'm so jealous of this card. Bregman 19. Jeez. How are the skills? Another good set of skills. I bet Ace Killer doesn't come up too often. Let's see. Springer Prime. Good use of the primes to get the primes on the ones that have it, and then you got your saves on some of the other players like Bregman. Charisma, barrel it up. Wonder how barrel it up does with Charisma here, since he's really a power guy. So if you find him lagging, barrel it up is more of a hit and run type guy, so he might be better with like a slugger instinct or spotlight type skill, but you really got to see the stats. So if he should be raking in home runs, but if he's much lower on the home run list, then that's something you might want to consider. Here we go. Triple gold skill. This is what I want my Williams card to look like on my Mets team after I JI him. This is really good. I bet he rakes. Ensberg, got him. Good third baseman. Barrel it up slugger. Probably does pretty good with that. Good training. If you get really bored and you want to, if you're playing Master League now, we can get the AMP tickets. That's going to be key for getting closer to perfect training. They take a while to save though, so it's more of a long-term project. Correa 17, this card I just got. Good power, good contact, good skills. This is what everybody should want their teams to look like. This is like perfect training right here. Glenn Davis, probably the best Astros first baseman that's around. The Gurriels are close though. At least Gurriel 19. Castro, best. This is the best Astros catcher. Castro 13. So another good training. Let's see your bench. Chirinos, he's actually the number 2 catcher. Not available for the Astros. Charisma Slugger. I'm not sure, while you're working on him, I hope for club and ranked you got him on the bench and him in the game. So Gurriel 17. Just the Gurriels are all pretty close. 19's the best by a decent margin. But Glenn Davis is the best, so I wouldn't stress there. And then you got Cruz. Ooh, oh, look at this training. Whew. Legend Spotlight. He's got kind of a lopsided training. Slugger prediction. But just your bench guy. Only work on your bench when you're out of other stuff to work on. All right, Shane Reynolds. Touch mess. Great training. Verlander 18. And look at another great training. Boss mess. Peacock. This is the Goodyear Peacock. Do you have dominant pitcher? Yep, you do. So you're trained to that. Wow. This guy's got it going on. He's got everything trained almost perfectly. I don't have much comment. This is more of a showcase. Cole, perfect trading. Boss finesse. Devo, good training setup man. Presley, dominant pitcher, inning eater. Dominant pitcher, inning eater, and then Sip, setup man, untouchable. And what's Asuna look like? Fixer, power pitcher. The only dominant pitcher, pitching machine. Another great train. Zambito. Another good train. Setup man, untouchable. All right, so my only comment is maybe moving Sip to the setup role and Presley over to the middle reliever. So middle relievers can play 2 or 3 innings, and you're going to get setup man for 1 inning, and that's it. Whereas, this skill can last several innings. Inning eater might be, it's not great on a relief pitcher, but it's going to be better on a middle reliever than a setup guy. So I would flip Sip and Presley. And then Asuna, if you're looking for skill change, if you got excess skill changes, I'm not sure if power pitcher never seems to have done too much actually in the game, even though it's supposed to increase velocity. Fixer works well, but maybe you're just playing with Fixer alone. So great team. I'm sure you finish D3 easily. If you try really hard with condition drinks and gear, you're probably not quite at D2, but you can get pretty close. That would be my guess. So great team. All right, on to Phil team. All right, we got 110 OVR. Got Dave Cash Sig. Great training on him. Hernandez Sig. Another good train. Charisma Slow, great skills. Pat Burrell. It's a good train. Charisma batting machine. Ryan Howard. Whew, look at that. Look at that power. It's not just the power. It's like, look at the base power plus the GI is lopsided to power because he's got no speed or fielding. Yeah, you definitely want power to be number one there. Spotlight, batting machine, prediction. Wow, this is a good skill set. I bet this guy just absolutely rakes. I wonder what's better too, if prediction or batting machine. That would be something. If you had skill resets, if they were a lot more common, that's something I would love to experiment on. You could switch and switch back. All right, Santana. Okay, train 19 to speed and fielding. Maybe if you get some amp tickets and uh, good skills though. Victorino, good train. Spotlight and Slugger. I think this is the top combo because so many people are nerfing Charisma now. I bet this is a really good skill set overall, but if you had to pick two, I'd pick Slugger and Spotlight. Bryce Harper, prediction Slugger, good skills, good train overall. This team, 20 to speed and fielding, so generally considered a little high. So if you have excess level reset tickets, coins, etc., maybe you retrain him at some point. But you do have number 1, 2, and 3 going to power, eye, and contact, so it's not a huge rush. DT Gregorius with a good card. All right, Williams. This is a bad train. What's going on here? Okay, you're probably working on them. Laser beat. This is the fool's gold skill sets too. You get 3 golds and that's what you get. That's almost criminal for Come To Us. All right, Hopkins, great power. Fortunately, fielding's number 2. So yeah, retraining these guys are going to be a little more of a higher priority. Spotlight Slugger, good, great. You get him trained up. Fortunately, he's only 65 base, but I would, sub him in if somebody's in down condition. I think down condition hurts more than just 5 OER. So I like to be able to cycle guys in and out. Cabrera. All right, so your bench is really undeveloped. Helps you to get to S deck, but your focus is right, working on your main starters first. Bob Feller, the heater from Van Meter. Good train here. Whew, perfect skill set. Absolutely perfect. I bet he does really, really well. I'd be surprised if his ERA is much above 1. I mean, part of that depends on your other players. Finesse, mess. It's trained for finesse. I wonder how that does. I'd be interested. Let me know how that actually performs. Do you give up home runs and then have no walks? That would be my guess. Velasquez, touch mess, good combo. Trained for dominant pitcher, but still probably pretty good on the location. Cliff Lee. Boss Mess. Probably does real solid still. Eflin. Dom finesse pitcher. Solid. What's his base? 70. So good starting rotation. No real flaws. Giles. This is that'd be a better that'd be a great starting pitcher set. Probably still does pretty good here. Great train though. Look at that 4 to stamina. That's like a perfect train right there. Parker. Pretty good. No special training yet. Setup man, Iron Will, finesse pitcher. Boss pitching machine. I've not had boss pitching machine do well as a relief pitcher at all. So both these guys are still at 18. Power pitcher. Oh, he needs skills. So what about Holland? Setup man, ace. Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to be our focus here. Especially these two guys. You need a... He's just going to get absolutely destroyed right now. So, and then Bedrosian, boss, dominant pitcher. Trained for it. So that's good. So great team overall. I'm sure you know what to work on. But looking real good. All right, let's move on to Jar. This is 9-inning players team. I don't begin to know how to pronounce it. Let's see. So he's a little more lower on the curve than some of the first two teams we looked at, but let's take a look. You look to be about a B team deck, if I had to take a guess, without counting. All right, we'll start with pitchers this time. Got Verlander, Touch Mess. It's a non-team prime, but okay train. You got Velo number 1, but Stamina's number 2. Not the best train. Good skill set though, but good card overall. 75 base as a non-team prime, so that would be equivalent to a 70 base team prime. You definitely keep that around for a while. So just by scanning through here of everybody you're going to keep non-team, I think that Verlander card's going to be number 1. Kerry Wood. You're training for so unfortunately velocity gets rid of home runs, so that being number 3 is going to hurt you there. So boss touch, good skill set. It can be a little erratic. I do have it on one of my starting pitchers. It's either a shutout or he gives up 4 home runs in the first inning. It's sort of one or the other. Hendricks. Much better train here. Ace boss. That's good enough for now. Eventually, once you get to like gold 1 in ranked, it's gonna really start to suffer. But I'm sure there's other things to work on. You need to start over on this guy here. Stamina's too high already. Dominant pitcher mess though. You got a good skill set. So 68 base team starter. That'll keep you going for a while. Darvish level 12, 0 skills. I'm sure. All right, so he's your number one target to work on right there for sure. Carl Edwards, 2020, setup man, pitching machine. All right, this will last you pretty good for a while. Not ideal train, but at least velo's number 2 and location's number 3. So you can get by with that for a while. Osuna only at level 12. Boss kill shot. It's not really a good skill set. Kill shot. When you play manually, it sometimes works. In quick play, it doesn't. It raises strikeouts without affecting ERA. So, Giles at 14. Finesse mess. Still developing him. So let's see what's base. 69 base non-team. That's all right for non-team. It's sort of equivalent to a 64 base team card. So, all right, Ross Cup team. Touch, finesse. Okay, Fixer's probably, is one of the great middle reliever skills. And let's see, your long reliever. Win streak mess. This is a good, much better skill set here. Not a good train right now at all. That you need to get that velo up. But of course, you may not want. He's a 61 base starting pitcher, so you may not want to put too much into somebody who's not going to potentially be around for a long time. But if you can get him trained up, I like the skill set better than some of these other guys. So I would, if I got him skilled up and retrained, he could last for several months being on the team, and I would throw him in the setup man spot over Osuna. And then Chavez, win streak, Iron Will. Unfortunately, Iron Will and win streak don't pair well together. Iron Will's good with Fixer because it requires them to have been on base. So if you're having a shutout and he comes in the ninth, it's 1-0, and not many people have been on base, then it's not going to be active. But all right, let's look at the batters. We got Schwarber. Some good power on him. And how's charisma training, Chunky? This will last you a while. You'll start to see it sag around goal 1. Ernie Banks. I'd like to see that power higher. Look at the base power. Look at the GI power. Powered up slugger. But yeah, you can with slugger. You want some more power, but definitely a keeper card. So is Schwarber. He's going to be around for a long time. We got a non-team prime with some good skills and training sort of in development. Springer 17. Charisma ace killer. Again, that's a skill set. Kind of last to gold 2, gold 1. Probably good for now. Hayward, Here's a good card with a good train. Spotlight Legend. That'll be all right for a while. Shrimp. Charisma Training Junkie. Only at 14. Javi Baez. Good skill set right there. How's the train? Fielding number 2. It's on a second baseman. It's not. Oh, he's on third right now. All right, so you don't have Chris Bryant. So we really wouldn't put too much into him. He's sort of a temporary placeholder. You'd want to get Chris Bryant, move Javi to second. Wilson Contreras. I think he has one better year or something, but that's pretty good for a catching card. That's going to keep you around for a while. Charisma, Master Base Thief. It's okay till like goal 2, but then he doesn't really contribute much. If you want, you'd want to consider putting your guy with Master Base Thief ahead of some of your other sluggers. So he gets on, and then Master Base Thief kicks in, and the other guys can hit. Chris Davis, no skills. Great power. But you're probably holding out for Anthony Rizzo. So I wouldn't put too much into him. Hickman. But you're just dying for these player upgrade tickets. And he would need a GI too, but Figley. All right, so bench is largely undeveloped. It's okay just to stick guys here that are team guys just to get your set deck bonus. So I'm sure these guys aren't going to be around for a while. Freddie Freeman. All right, so yeah, think about what your plan's going to be. Who's your best non-team guy? So that being, I'd say Verlander's number 1. Your keeper guys, no regrets in putting whatever resources into it. So Banks for sure. And then sort of having a plan of who's going to go where and when and where to prioritize resources. I'm sure you would ideally like to have 40 million coins, 300 level reset tickets, and 570 skill change tickets. I mean, like we all have. So we obviously don't get there. So it's about thinking about priorities and making an action plan on who you're going to develop. The worst thing that I did, the most frustrating thing was I would develop somebody and then they got displaced. So I did that with the Mets team. I learned a little better for the Astros team. But, you have somebody special trained, skilled, and then all of a sudden you get a significantly better card and you're just like, oh, I just wasted all that special training. So play the long game. All right, now lastly we have Crustacetos. 109. Cardinals A deck. You got one boss, yeah, A deck. You got some good cards in here. You got Luis Gonzalez, the best batter in the game, I believe, on base stats. Great train on him too. Great skills. Carpenter. Good eye, good hitting card for sure. Great skills. Stanton. Another good batting card. Great skills. Pujols 04. The Machine. He was so good for a number of years. He was insanely good. All right. Still good, pretty good train. Prediction Spotlight. Pedroia. Another good hitting card. Slugger Training Junkie. That's not going to do that well. Oh, this is good. Prediction Charisma Training Junkie. Okay, there's another non-team. Money. What's it? 70 base. Yeah. 70 base catchers are sort of top of the mark. If you have a GI, if you have a skill reset ticket, this is a good opportunity to use it to get prediction and charisma up to level 6. And then keep Master Base Thief at 1. Prediction Spotlight. Good card there. How's the bench look? Goldschmidt on the bench. No skills, that's why. Could be a good card. Dexter Fowler. So skills. Colton Wong. He's had one or two better years. No skills. Yadier Molina. What is... Okay, so you got Molina on the bench. Why? You got a decent train on him. Barrel it up. Spotlight. I'm not sure. Where's Grandel? I mean, I would probably, especially since he's in up condition, I'd probably switch these guys. I don't see. I see Molina outperforming Grandel by a bit, especially since he's a team card. You get the team bonus. So yeah, I would look to do that. All right, you got Ferguson Jenkins, boss dominant pitcher, good skill set, good great train, perfect train right there. Martinez, great train. Solid skills. Hughes, another good train. Another good skill set. Flaherty, another great skill set. You got some good starting pitchers here, and Wainwright being your 5th. Touch pitching machine. Yeah, solid starting rotation. Let's look at your relievers. Dominant, finesse, iron will. Boss, setup man. But it doesn't look fully trained up. This might only do so-so. Fixer, pitching machine. Might do all right. Well, I guess you can tell here. Same skill set. And your long reliever, fixer, finesse. You probably can rotate those guys as is. And then Jansen, win streak, mess. All right. So you got a solid team here. Not too much to work on for the players you have. I'm sure you're hunting for um, a few cards, and then some of these guys will get displaced, and then working on training up. But overall, looking really, really good. You got a sharp rotation, so bet you have a low ERA on these guys, and then um, batting probably holds you back a little bit. Um, so something like that or something. So he's not hitting well, and then that means you're not beating the good players, and then you are staying a little lower in ranked, and these guys then are dominating pitching. So you're probably having a lopsided where some of these pitchers are at a 1 ERA, but your batters are a little below average. So that's probably what's holding you back. Um, but looks like you're doing pretty good on the path to greatness. So anyway, that'll wrap it up. Hope you found this interesting. If you want your team evaluated, leave a comment, send a friend request to KJ Astros. I've left some open spots so I can add people. I don't know. Thought it'd be something different than just opening packs and um, doing stuff like that. Um, anyway, hope you found it interesting. Later.